Everyone to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. That is caught. It's Robinson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second and 1. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He's got his man, that's Slayton. He's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Giants.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a second and 7. The throw is Dart. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And he will get into the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, Giants.
A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are able to edge a bit closer.
Cowboys 42, Giants 28.
So is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 15. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and George Pickens out for their next possession. You'll be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. What to do on this drive? 1st and 10. Williams gets it on the draw. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. This one is complete. It's Pickens. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and
3. Shotgun snap for Prescott. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in the 2nd half. That grab gets them a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get about 5.
Javonte Williams, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Robbie Okereke. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Dak. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make it fight. And it's 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
3rd and 6. Again, Prescott to the air. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision. It's always a little bit of a letdown when you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Brandon Aubrey at the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Throwing. Dart. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A give out of the gun, and it's Scatterboo. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Defense.
The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to change it. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Scatterboo. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
2nd and 5. Dart. Get this into the hands of Neighbors. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd and 1, it's Dart, and he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. What I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Down the veteran, Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody know power?
First down, it is Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. Well, he's brought down, and that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw is Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson, and he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line.
1st and 10.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 17-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Dak to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw again. Dak. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And the Cowboys are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
Cowboys first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Sanders. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Williams. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
3rd and goal. Prescott. That one, taken in. C.E. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Giants, 3rd and 1. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He keeps it himself. And he'll slide to a hook after picking up about 6.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun. It's Dart. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd and short. Here's Dart. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Giants.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
I think that's the sign of a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's already got 2 picks on the day. Certainly doesn't want to throw a 3rd, so good decision. Just throw it away.
I'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more is Dart. He'll step up and run this. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
In. What a catch by Neighbors. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Giants
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Giants.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sends out second and 5.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. It is brought in the end zone. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Gano on to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Giants are able to cut into the deficit.
52. Giants 38.
Gano, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
There's C.D. Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. They run over center with Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Dak. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3 yards.
A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm open to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On third down, Prescott. That's brought in, right side, by Pickett. They hook up again, second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A 38-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, can that pay great dividends to this point. They'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6. Mark it at the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. It's Dart taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. Wan'Dale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll be third down. To throw is Dart. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. Throwing again, Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Giants.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Dart going to keep this on his own read, and he will score again. Jackson Dart, touchdown, Giants. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Giants 45.
So out is Gano at the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
On first down, right back to Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll go again here with Williams. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It's 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll try and get there on the ground. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
We'll get this out quickly to Lamb. And he's in! C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Giants 45.
So now, after the touchdown, Cowboys Aubrey to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. To try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Dart. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he is out of bounds at the 45.
A gain of 12 yards.
That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 50-yard line.
To the air again goes Dart, taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That's hard. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 47 yards. So the big play gets them down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Tracy. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. throwing is Dart. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a third interception and kind of just throws this one away.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll say second down.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Ran up by the luxury, that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth full of the sickness.
On the handoff, this is Sanders.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's a gain of a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off their call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of 2.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
The tackle made by Robbie O'Carrick. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Giants' 41-yard line.
They'll give it to Lamb on the jet sweep.
C.D. Lamb on the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Dak going to give this to Blue. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
A 58-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big 1st quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.
PlayStation